Hey, hey. Okay, so this is Artie Astor from B sharp and C. I just did a song like R&B. It was more like R&B, hip hop. Jay-Z and Alicia Keys doing Empire State of Mind live in the Empire State in New York. And this was hard for me because as I was watching the performance, there were things I wanted to see that I didn't see. And in my mind, I'm kind of giving it a bad score. But then I have to take into consideration the genre and what the genre tends to focus on. And this type of performance, whether it's R&B or hip hop, the focus is on the music, but there's also a high focus on presentation. And I need to take that into consideration. So I gave it what I think was a fair score. I don't know if you will think it's a fair score, but anyways, that's what this episode of B Sharp and C is about. Jay-Z and Alicia Keys' Empire State of Mind. Okay, here we are, ready for another episode of B Sharp and C. Let's go ahead and scroll through YouTube to find ourselves a live performance. Air Supply, All Out of Love, live in Hong Kong, 10 years ago. Do I just do that? I'm all out of love. Nah, I'm not in the mood for that song. All right, what else do we got? Soja. No, I'm not doing a 31-minute video. Prince, I've come across that before. Jay-Z and Alicia Keys doing Empire State of Mind live. Empire State of Mind. Um, okay. I'm not a fan of either one of them. Let's do it.
Hey, well, you know what? You know where we are. There's only one city like it.
Empire State of Mind. So is this them doing a spin of New York State of Mind? I honestly don't know if Empire State of Mind is an actual song by either Jay-Z or Alicia Keys. Kind of cool to do that in the middle of the city. Oh, this is just great.
Grew up in a town that is famous as a place of movie scenes. Noise is always loud. There are sirens.
Her piano skills are really good. I've always liked her piano skills. I like her piano and vocal style. Her vocals sound a little shaky here, but it might just be because this is quite the venue. It's probably hard to wrap your mind around all of this.
All around in the streets of me.
And playing the piano and standing up is not for everybody.
If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. That's what they say. See my face in light.
I really wish, I hate this crap. I really wish they would show her and not the city. I understand she's in Times Square. You've made it blaringly obvious by showing that for 1 minute and 14 seconds instead of the actual person who everyone is there to see.
It's on my name on my case found down on Broadway. Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket.
So it does look like she's standing up, unless she's on a stool. I can't really see. And
Full of
the piano must be elevated.
dreams, baby, I'm from New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Nothing
Okay.
you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new.
That drives me nuts. You see more phones than you do people. I don't know why that drives me so nuts, but it does. It just absolutely drives me bonkers. I like how she comes in and raps with them almost like she's harmonizing with them. I like that. This is difficult for me to sit here and try to come up with a score to analyze this because the camera is all over the place. It's not necessarily on them. I know there's a band somewhere because I saw some dude playing keyboards when Jay-Z started rapping, but I don't know who's doing what, so it's difficult for me to wrap my mind around that. The presentation's nice, the video's nice, the venue is cool. They really did up the area, and I think that's one of the reasons why that is what the camera shots are showing is the area. But there's so many things about this video that bother me. It's the crowd where you have a million phones recording. Um, Jay-Z's rapping is actually really good. I'm not a fan of modern hip hop. I'm just not. I just think it's actually really bad. I've never gravitated towards Jay-Z. Um, for a lot of reasons, lyrically, stylistically, as far as his actual work that he does, none of it actually catches me. And the funny thing is, I know he's a talented man, but none of what he does catches me. So him being here, I'm just like, oh, okay, that's that man that doesn't resonate with me at all, rapping with Alicia Keys, but he's actually doing a good job here. But there's so many things that bother me. I can't see the band. Alicia Keys started playing piano, but then walked away, and now she's singing. Thank goodness she has a very beautiful voice. She has a very beautiful voice, so it's nice for me to hear that. But from a musician standpoint, looking at this, it's difficult for me to really analyze this and say that was good or this was good because I can't see anything, so I don't know what's actually being played or what's done in post or anything. And there's nothing for me to latch on to because it's just Jay-Z and Alicia Keys walking around on the stage doing what they're doing. And the end of the song, the second half of the song, has been Jay-Z rapping and her singing the chorus. And it's, to me, it's repetitive and it's a little irritating. Brand new. But her voice, what she does with her voice, the inflections, the raspiness, turning quickly into something smooth with a nice, beautiful, and well controlled vibrato. And it's not only well controlled, her vibrato is interesting because it's quick and ends quick. She doesn't do a long, drawn out vibrato, so because that can sound a little tiring. Her vibrato is like a trumpet player right at the end of a nice phrase where he just adds just a little bit of vibrato, then just cuts it off real quick. Her voice is like that, and I've always liked that about her. Oh, nice bass line. I love her vibrato. Bass player is really good. All right, so I hope this isn't one of those episodes where I make a lot of people hate me. Um, Something about modern hip hop that tends to bother me a little bit is the overemphasis on all of the other aspects of a show aside from the actual musical aspect. That is not something that hip hop has always had. You know, it's something that I've noticed modern hip hop does, is that, you know, you go to a show and the stage is all choreography and the dancing is really nice. And and this could be for a lot of like female bubblegum pop also, like the high emphasis on, and a lot of that rhythm and blues too, a lot of modern rhythm and blues. There's a heavy focus on so much presentation that the presentation almost takes place of the music. The presentation's first and the music is kind of secondary. It's okay if we miss this aspect musically because the presentation's going to be so good. And I kind of see a lot of that here, but presentation is important. People pay to see work presented. When you go to be entertained, you go to a show like this, you're actually paying for the presentation also. And this was really good presentation. And I would almost say all presentation, except for the fact that Alicia Keys is just so damn good. And I don't even think she realizes it. I mean, she probably does because I'm sure her fans always tell her, and I'm sure her family's proud of her, and I'm sure she hears it all the time from other artists as well. But she has a super unique style of singing that is just so natural. She makes it look easy. I swear she could have COVID and come out and sing and sound really good. It is so naturally a part of her that it's tough to look at a performance and to say it's not good or it's lacking, you know, because She gives it her all, but she doesn't, it seems like she doesn't need to give it that much to sound good. At first I was thinking like 6.7, 6.8 for this performance, because I was a little bothered by the camera work. And when it's a live performance, I have to take into consideration everything. And I was a little bothered by the camera work. It didn't show the music that much. But at the same time, there wasn't much to show musically, because Alicia Keys left the piano and Jay-Z is a rapper. So she joined him on the stage, which was, in my opinion, really good, because of the fact that, you know, it would be weird just having him running around rapping and her at the piano. So she left the piano, she joined him on the stage, she even rapped with him. And then while she was singing her choruses, he was in the background rapping and comping and adding a lot to the music as well that way. So I can't give it that bad of a score, because of what they're doing is what this type of music, and this isn't necessarily even hip hop when you stop and think about it. It's more like, in my opinion, it's more like rhythm and blues with a flair of hip hop in it, you know? So I'm not going to give it a 6.7 or a 6.8. Because I think that there was a lot of great work done here, and Alicia Keys sounded great, and Jay-Z contributed very, very nicely too to the music. I did want to see a little bit more of the musicians, but I understand, like the bass player, some of those bass lines were amazing, and some of those phrases were amazing. Yeah, kind of, me as a musician, I kind of want to identify with that. I want to look at that and have some type of connection to what the bass player is doing. And yeah, I kind of want to see him play the bass line, or at least a portion of it. It doesn't need to be on him. So I'm going to give this a 7.1. I'm going to give it a 7.1. I know that that might bother a lot of people, but I actually think it's a good score. Yeah, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys doing Empire State of Mind live in the Empire State. 7.1. Tell me what you think of my score. Tell me what you think of this performance. And you know, and if my score of 7.1 you think is unfair because it's too high or too low, respectfully, let me know in the comment section. And if you have any performance that you want me to review, drop it also in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. This is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C. Until next time, keep it groovy.